Ethan Hayes stood at the edge of the grand hall, his heart racing. The walls shimmered with soft lights, and tall windows showed a city that seemed to float in the sky. People dressed in elegant gowns and suits moved gracefully, talking in low, serious voices. Ethan felt out of place. He had never seen anything like this before. His invitation to meet the Queen had seemed impossible when he first received it. Now, standing here, he could not believe it was real. As he walked carefully among the crowd, his eyes fell on her. Queen Leora was sitting on a tall chair at the center of the hall. Her presence was calm, yet powerful. She had long hair that shone like silver in the lights, and her eyes were warm but sharp. Every person around her moved with respect, giving her space. Ethan's breath caught in his throat. He had never seen someone so beautiful and strong at the same time. He tried to think of what to say. The words stuck in his throat. He had been practicing polite greetings all day, but none of them felt right. Instead, he felt a sudden, honest rush of words escape him. "You're so gorgeous, I can't speak." The moment he said it, the hall seemed to pause. Eyes turned toward him. Queen Leora's gaze fixed on him, wide with surprise. She did not move immediately. Her shock was clear, but there was no anger, only curiosity. Ethan swallowed hard, realizing how bold he had been. He tried to take a step back, but her eyes held him. She nodded slightly and gestured for him to come closer. He moved forward, feeling every pair of eyes watching him. Each step seemed heavier than the last, yet he could not stop. When he reached her, he bowed slightly, unsure if it was the right thing to do. Queen Leora's voice was calm when she spoke. "You were brave to speak so honestly," she said. Ethan's heart leaped. He had expected anger or dismissal, not words that felt like a quiet smile. She continued, "Few outsiders have the courage to look at me and speak from their heart. Most are careful and cold, hiding their thoughts." Ethan nodded quickly, feeling nervous but relieved. "I didn't want to hide anything," he said. "I wanted to be honest." Her gaze softened, and for a moment Ethan felt as if the rest of the hall disappeared. They stood together in a bubble of quiet attention, and the world around them faded. He noticed the small details, the way her hands rested lightly on the arm of her chair, the gentle curve of her smile, the way her eyes seemed to look right through him, but also welcomed him in. "Come," she said, standing and walking toward a smaller room attached to the hall. "We can talk there without the crowd." Ethan followed, feeling nervous but excited. As they walked, he noticed the beauty of the palace more closely. The walls were smooth and shining, with patterns that seemed alive. The floor glowed softly under their feet, and delicate lights floated in the air, casting gentle shadows. It was amazing, but Ethan's attention was mostly on Leora. In the private room, the Queen motioned for him to sit. Ethan did so carefully, feeling the weight of the moment. She sat across from him and studied him quietly, her eyes thoughtful. "Tell me about yourself," she said finally. "I want to know who you are, not just the person who speaks boldly in a hall full of strangers." Ethan took a deep breath, spoke of his home, his curiosity about the stars, and his love for learning about new worlds. He spoke of simple things, his friends, the town he grew up in, the moments that shaped him. Queen Leora listened without interruption, nodding occasionally. Her interest seemed genuine, and Ethan felt a strange comfort. Time passed quickly, though it felt slow in that room. Every question she asked brought him closer to understanding her, and every answer he gave seemed to surprise her in a good way. By the time their conversation ended, Ethan felt a mix of exhaustion and exhilaration. He had never shared so much with anyone, and yet it felt natural. As he left the room, the Queen gave him a small, approving smile. It was a simple gesture, but it felt like a reward. Ethan knew this was only the beginning. Something important had started between them, something that could change both their lives. The Queen had stopped in shock at his words, but now she seemed curious. And Ethan, for the first time, felt like he truly belonged somewhere beyond his world. Ethan walked through the corridors of the palace, still thinking about the conversation with Queen Leora. Every corner he passed showed the beauty and order of this new world. The walls were bright and clean, with soft light following him wherever he went. The floors reflected the ceiling, making the halls look endless. He felt small, but not afraid. Something about this place was inspiring. He met Maya Carter, a young woman from Earth who had come to help him understand life on Aurora Prime. She smiled when she saw him. "You look nervous," she said quietly. The Queen is not easy to impress, but I think you did well. Ethan laughed softly. Hope so. I just spoke honestly, but it felt risky. Everyone stared. Maya nodded. Honesty can be risky, but it also shows courage. Hey, that matters here. They walked together to a room where maps of the city were displayed. The maps glowed softly, showing movement and activity all over the city. Maya pointed to one. This is where the Queen spends most of her time. She's careful about safety and order. The people trust her. Ethan studied the map and tried to understand the scale of the city. Everything seemed advanced, but not cold. Humans had built this place with care and respect. He felt proud and amazed that people could do such things when they worked together. After a short walk, Captain Luke Harding, the Queen's loyal protector, approached them. He was tall and strong, but his voice was calm. Queen Leora wants to see you again, Ethan. She wishes to discuss the future of her city and how outsiders like you might help. Ethan felt nervous. He had not expected this level of trust so soon. Maya smiled. You can do this. Just be yourself. When they entered the Queen's room, Leora was waiting. She looked at Ethan with a mix of curiosity and interest. You have a fresh view of things, she said. Most visitors see only what they expect. You see more? That matters. Ethan bowed slightly. I try to understand. I want to learn what I can. The Queen gestured for him to sit. Tell me what you think about our city and the people here. What could we do better? Ethan looked around, thinking carefully. The city is beautiful, and the people seem happy. But I think they need more freedom to explore and create. Sometimes rules can feel strict. People can find their own ways to help. They will be stronger. Leora nodded slowly. You are wise beyond your years. Most outsiders only see what is easy, see the truth of balance. It is rare. Ethan smiled, feeling more confident. I just want to help if I can. I may not be from here, but I care about what happens. The Queen studied him, and then her expression softened. Your honesty and care are important. Many here forget that small actions matter. Even one person can make a difference. Their conversation continued, and Ethan shared ideas about building schools, helping people explore new skills, and creating spaces where everyone could feel involved. Leora listened and asked questions that showed she valued his opinions. For the first time, Ethan felt truly respected by someone so important. As the discussion ended, Leora stood. You have much to offer, Ethan. I hope you will continue to share your thoughts and ideas. Your courage and honesty are welcome here. Ethan bowed again. Thank you, Your Majesty. I will do my best. After leaving the Queen's room, he and Maya walked through the gardens. The flowers glowed softly, and gentle streams ran through the paths. Ethan felt calm, like the world had opened up for him. Maya laughed. You survived your first big meeting? You impressed the Queen? That is not easy. Ethan smiled, feeling proud. I feel like I belong here somehow. I don't know why, but I feel connected. Maya looked at him with a knowing smile. That is because humans have something special. Courage, honesty, and heart. That is why you matter here. As the sun began to set, the light filled the sky with colors Ethan had never seen. He realized this was only the beginning. Many challenges awaited, but he felt ready. He was not just a visitor, he was part of something greater, and Queen Leora's trust made him feel that he could make a difference. Ethan spent the next few days learning more about the city and the people who live there. He walked through streets filled with energy and life. Humans of all ages worked, played, and explored together. Everything was advanced, but it felt familiar because the people were kind and curious. Ethan realized he was starting to understand the heart of Aurora Prime. One morning, Captain Luke came to Ethan. There is a matter you should know about, he said seriously. Some leaders are not happy with your presence. They think outsiders cannot understand our ways. Ethan frowned. What should I do? Luke shook his head. You must be careful, but you must also stay true to yourself. Courage and honesty will help. Ethan nodded, feeling a mix of nervousness and determination. He had not come this far to step back. He needed to show that humans could make a positive difference anywhere. Later that day, Ethan attended a meeting with Queen Leora and several council members. One man, Derek Vaughn, spoke first. We cannot trust outsiders to understand our needs, he said sharply. They may bring more harm than good. Ethan took a deep breath and spoke calmly. I understand your concern. I am not here to take over or ignore your ways. I want to learn and help in any way I can. Humans are capable of courage, honesty, and care. That is what I bring. Some council members murmured in agreement. Others looked unsure. Leora watched him carefully. Her eyes encouraged him to continue. Ethan shared ideas about improving the city without changing its core. He spoke of creating spaces for learning, helping people discover new skills, and encouraging collaboration. Slowly, he could see minds opening. People began to ask questions, and he answered with honesty and care. After the meeting, Leora walked beside him. You have shown strength today, Ethan. Not with force, but with words and ideas. That is rare. Ethan felt proud, but knew there was more to do. I want to help as much as I can, he said quietly. I feel like I can make a difference here. The Queen smiled. And you will. Courage and care always make a difference. You remind us that humans have something special. Days later, Ethan faced a challenge. A fire broke out in one of the city's research labs. People were trapped and chaos spread quickly. Without thinking, Ethan ran to help. He directed people to safety, used tools to contain the fire, and stayed calm while others panicked. Leora arrived soon after and saw him leading the effort. She felt pride and relief. Captain Luke moved to help her protect her people. But Ethan's courage had already guided them. When the fire was finally under control, Leora approached him. You risked yourself to save others. That is true bravery, she said softly. Ethan shook his head. I just did what anyone would do. Humans have to help each other. That is what makes us strong. Her eyes shone with admiration. You have taught us that lesson in action, not just words. You have changed how people see outsiders. That evening, Ethan walked in the palace gardens, thinking about the events of the day. The sky glowed with colors of the setting sun. He felt tired, but happy. He had faced doubt and danger, yet he remained true to himself. His actions had earned trust, and that was worth more than anything. Maya joined him. You did more than impress the Queen today, she said. You showed everyone that humans can be brave, kind, and smart. That is why they respect you. Ethan smiled, feeling a sense of purpose. I never wanted to be famous. I just wanted to help and be honest. But it feels good to know people believe in me. Maya laughed. It feels even better when you see the difference you make. As night fell, Ethan looked up at the stars. He thought about Earth, his home, and the journey that brought him here. He realized that humans had a strength beyond technology and skill. They had courage, heart, and the will to do what was right. And that strength would guide him through the challenges yet to come. Ethan woke early and felt ready for the day. He knew it would be important. Today, he would face a challenge that could change everything. He put on his clothes carefully and went to meet Queen Leora. She was waiting in the council room, looking calm but serious. Ethan, she said, there is a problem in the city. Some areas are not safe, and people need guidance. I want you to help lead the effort. Ethan nodded, feeling both nervous and determined. He knew this was his chance to show that humans could make a real difference. I will do my best, Your Majesty, he said. He gathered a team of helpers, including Maya and Captain Luke. Together they moved through the city, checking the streets and buildings. Ethan noticed problems that others had overlooked. He gave instructions calmly and clearly. People began to follow him, trusting his ideas and decisions. A sudden alarm rang. One of the city bridges was damaged and at risk of collapsing. Ethan ran toward it, knowing lives were at stake. He directed people to safety, moving quickly and confidently. He used tools and machines to stabilize the structure, showing courage and smart thinking. The crowd watched in amazement. His actions inspired them to act together and stay calm. Queen Leora arrived and saw Ethan in action. She felt proud and relieved. She noticed how naturally he led and cared for people. His courage and honesty were clear to everyone around. After the immediate danger passed, Derek Vaughn approached with a frown. You may have helped today, but outsiders cannot always understand our ways, he said. Ethan looked him in the eye. I may not be from here, but I care about your people and their safety. Courage and honesty are the same everywhere. Humans work together to solve problems, and that is what I bring. Leora watched silently, proud of Ethan's words and composure. Derek stepped back, realizing that Ethan had gained the respect of the people. The rest of the day was filled with work. Ethan and his team helped repair streets, buildings, and homes damaged in earlier events. People began to trust his leadership. His actions proved that humans could make a difference without force, only with courage, intelligence, and care. In the evening, Ethan returned to the palace. He was tired, but happy. He had faced danger and doubt, yet remained true to himself. He felt proud of what he had accomplished, and the trust he had earned. Queen Leora met him in the garden. The sun was setting, and the sky glowed with beautiful colors. "You have shown true courage today, Ethan," she said softly. "Not with power, but with heart and mind. Your actions inspire everyone." Ethan felt a warmth in his chest. "I just wanted to help. I never expected to make such a difference." Leora smiled. "You remind us of what humans can achieve. Courage, honesty, and care are powerful. You have shown that strength clearly." They walked together in the gardens, talking quietly. Ethan felt closer to her than ever before. He realized that respect, trust, and shared effort created bonds stronger than titles or power. He also felt a growing connection to Leora, a sense of understanding and admiration that went beyond words. As night fell, Ethan looked at the city from a high terrace. Lights glowed softly, and the streets were alive with activity. People moved confidently, trusting themselves and each other. Ethan understood that his presence had started something important. He had shown that humans could lead, protect, and inspire even in a world far from home. Maya joined him on the terrace. "You did more than help today," she said. "You gave people hope and showed them courage. That is rare." Ethan smiled, feeling proud. "I just followed my heart. If we all care and act bravely, we can do amazing things." Maya nodded. "Exactly, and that is why humans are special. You have proven it today." Ethan looked at the stars, feeling a quiet determination. Challenges would come, but he knew humans could face anything with courage and heart. And he was ready for whatever the future held, knowing he had already made a difference. Welcome to my YouTube channel at Sci-Fi Tales Pules. Ethan felt excited as he walked through the palace halls. Today felt different. He had worked hard and earned the trust of Queen Leora and the people. He knew this was the moment when things could truly change. The city was peaceful now, and people moved with confidence. It felt like a new beginning. Queen Leora met him in the main hall. Her smile was warm and genuine. "Ethan," she said, "you have done more than anyone could ask. Your courage, honesty, and care have inspired us all." Ethan felt a mix of pride and happiness. "I only did what felt right," he said quietly. "I wanted to help and be honest." Leora nodded. "And that is why humans have a special strength. You remind us of the power of heart and mind together." The queen called a meeting with her council to discuss the future of the city. Ethan spoke clearly and confidently. He shared ideas about education, exploration, and ways to help everyone contribute to the city's growth. His words were simple, but full of meaning. People listened carefully, realizing his honesty and insight were valuable. After the meeting, Derek Vaughn approached. His usual frown was softened by respect. "You have changed the way I see outsiders," he said. "Your courage and care are real." Ethan smiled. "I am glad my actions could show that humans can help and lead with heart." The city began to feel alive in a new way. Streets were full of people working together, learning from each other, and sharing ideas. Ethan saw children exploring new skills, adults teaching and helping each other, and families enjoying the sense of safety and trust. His presence had started something important. That evening, Ethan walked with Queen Leora in the palace gardens. The sky glowed with colors of the sunset. The air was soft and calm. They talked quietly about dreams, hopes, and the future. Ethan felt a deep connection to Leora, one that went beyond words. He realized that trust and respect were the strongest bonds between people. "Ethan," Leora said softly, "you have shown that humans can be brave, honest, and kind. You have taught us that strength is not only in power, but in heart and courage." Ethan felt warmth in his chest. "I've learned a lot too. I never expected to be part of something so big, but I am glad I am here. I feel like I belong." They walked in silence for a moment, enjoying the quiet beauty of the gardens. The city behind them glowed with lights, showing the work of people coming together. Ethan knew this was only the beginning. Challenges would come, but now humans had shown they could face anything with courage and heart. Maya joined them, smiling brightly. "You did more than help the city," she said. "You gave everyone hope. You showed them that humans can make a difference anywhere." Ethan smiled back. "We all can, if we care and act with courage. That is what matters most." Queen Leora looked at him with pride. "You have changed the city and shown what humans are capable of. You will be remembered for this." As night fell, Ethan stood on a high terrace with the Queen and Maya. The city lights sparkled below, and the stars shone above. He felt a sense of peace and purpose. Humans had the power to inspire, protect, and lead with courage and heart. He had proven it, and he knew the future held many possibilities. Ethan looked at Leora and smiled. "Thank you for trusting me. I will do my best to keep helping and learning." Leora smiled back. "And we will do it together. Humans have a strength that comes from the heart. You have reminded us of that." The night was calm and full of promise. Ethan felt ready for anything. He had learned that courage, honesty, and care were more powerful than fear or doubt. He had made a difference, and he knew that humans could face any challenge with heart. This was the true power of humanity, and Ethan was proud to be a part of it. The city, the Queen, and the people were now connected in trust and hope, and he knew their story was just beginning.